Kata people, the Katir, also Kati, Kator, Kata, are a Nuristani tribe in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Etymology. The Katir Kati or Kata Kafir group was numerically the most dominant group of the Saya-Posh Persian black-wearer/clothed tribes. They owned approximately 40 villages in the Bashkal Valley and numbered about 40,000 1890. The upper part of the Bashkal Valley of Nuristan, Afghanistan, is known as Katorgal. It is called Latte in Chitrali and Kentozi in Pashto. According to George Scott Robertson, the Katir Saya-Posh clan settled in Katorgal Valley was called Kamtaz or Kamtaz in Pashto and Luttachis in Chitrali, the Kafirs of the Hindu Kush P71. But American investigator Richard Strand's website suggests that the name Kamtaz/Kamtozi may apply to all Katirs of the former Saya-Posh group, including the Ranguli and Kilan Katirs 1. Alternative names for Kamtaz are Kamtozi, Kantozi. Despite their fiercely independent nature, the Katis, together with the Kam tribe, were tributary to the Mater of Chitral. The nature of this tributary relationship was inconsistent because the Katis and Kams would often raid Chitrali territory for livestock and head hunting. In retaliation, the Maters would invade the Bashkal Valley and enslave entire villages. During the reign of Mater Amin ul-Mulk, the relationship was formalized, and the Kafirs would pay an annual tribute of slaves. Numerous scholars have connected the names Katir/Kator/Kata and Kam/Kam with ancient Cambojas and identified the Kafirs, especially the Saya-Posh Kafirs, as having descended from ancient. The Kata tribe also lives in Chitral and very much mixed with Chitralis. There is a popular stone by the name of Kata boat situated in Ajur Juwara Valley, Chitral. The Kata tribe also lives in Ajur and also other part of Chitral. The other fact is the tribe lives in Gram. Gram is a Nuristani word meaning village. In ancient times, people were considered rich according to their ownership of animals or land. As the Kata tribe in Chitral was considered to be relatively rich, over time, Chitrali speakers began to use Kata. History. Kafiristan is a mountainous region of the Hindu Kush that was isolated and politically independent until the conquest by Afghan conquest of 1896. The region became a refuge of an old group of Indo-European people probably mixed with an older substratum, as well as a refuge of a distinct Kafiri group of Indo-Iranian languages, forming part of the wider Dardic languages. The inhabitants were known as Kafirs due to their enduring polytheism closely related to Vedic religion, while other regions around them became Muslim. However, the influence from district names in Kafiristan of Kator or Kator and the ethnic name Kati has also been suggested. The Kafirs were divided into Sia-Posh, comprising 5 sub-tribes who spoke Kate language, while the others were called Saft-Posh, comprising Paruni, Wajeli, Wamai, and Ashkan. The Nuristani/Kafir people practiced a form of ancient Hinduism infused with accretions developed locally. Kafirs represent non-Rigvedic Aryans identical with the Dasas. That their ancestors were pre-Rigvedic Aryans can be inferred from linguistic, ethnological, and theological evidence. The Kafiri/Nuristani languages contain certain phonetic features not found in Indo-Iranian languages. Their chief deity is Imrai, Yamaraja, which was brought there by the Dasas who worshipped Asuras, especially Yama and Varuna. Their primary goddess was Dasani. They also worshipped Indra or Inder. Invasion of Timur 1398. On his way to India, Timur attacked the Sia-Posh in 1398 AD after receiving complaints from the trading city of Andarab by raids from Kafirs. He penetrated it from Kawak Pass and restored an old fortress there. Timur personally proceeded against the Kator/Katwar and sent a detachment of 10,000 soldiers against Sia-Poshes under Barhanaglan and had the fort of Kator/Katwar deserted by Kafirs destroyed while the houses. The Kafirs took refuge on top of a hill and many were killed in the ensuing clash. Some held out for 3 days but agreed to convert after Timur offered them the choice between death and Islam. They, however, soon apostatized and ambushed Muslim soldiers in the night. They were, however, repelled, and a number of the Kafirs were killed, with 150 taken prisoner and later executed. Timur ordered his men to kill all the men, to make prisoners of women and children, and to plunder and lay waste all their property. His soldiers carried out the order, and he directed them to build a tower of skulls of the dead Kafirs. Timur had his expedition engraved on a neighbouring hill in the month of Ramazan. His detachment sent against Siapash, however, met with disaster, with Aglan routed and fleeing. A small detachment of 400 men under Mohammed Azad was sent and defeated the Kafirs, retrieving the horses and armour Aglan lost. Timur captured a few places later, though nothing more is stated. Presumably he left the Siapash alone. He then proceeded to exterminate the rebellious Afghan tribes and crossed the Sindhu River in September 1398. Conversion to Islam late 19th century. The territory between Afghanistan and British India was demarcated between 1894 to 1896. Part of the frontier lying between Nawakotal in outskirts of Mohmand country and Bashkal Valley on outskirts of Kafiristan were demarcated by 1895 with an agreement reached on 9 April 1895. Emir Abdur Rahman Khan invaded Kafiristan in the winter of 1895–1896 and captured it in 40 days, according to his autobiography. Columns invaded it from the west through Panjshir to Kulam, the strongest fort of the region. The columns from the north came through Badakhshan, and from the east through Asmar. A small column also came from southwest through Lagman. The Kafirs were converted to Islam and resettled in Lagman, while the region was settled by veteran soldiers and other Afghans. Kafiristan was renamed as Nuristani. The former Kafiristan's people were renamed Nuristani, the enlightened ones, from the proper noun Nuristan, land of enlightenment. Presently they are known by Nuristani Kata or simply Kata. Georg Morgenstern visited the Bashkal Valley in 1929 during his field work on Nuristani Kafir languages. He encountered the two last remaining unconverted Kafir priests of the region, called Bagashai and Kerik. Bagashai deceased after 1935. Around 1890, the Katir Kafir division was further subdivided as under the Katirs of Bashkal Valley, the Katirs or the Kati Valley, the Kulam Katirs of the Kulam country, and the Rambuli Katirs of Rambul Valley. The Khat of Chitral, Gabur, Rumbar, Bumbarat,